fața dumneavoastră pe reprezentanții companiei Biotrend Plus. Biotrend Plus, unul dintre vechii și principalii noștri parteneri ai acestui eveniment, companie de prestigiu de pe piața produselor de laborator pentru sănătatea animală și siguranța alimentară. Așadar, îi invit în fața dumneavoastră pe domnul Jens Gries, director comercial Unisensor Belgia, și pe domnul Ivan Ivanov, project manager la Biotrend Trendafilov din Bulgaria. Domnul Jens Gries va susține comunicarea cu titlul Extenso Multiplex, platformă de ultimă generație pentru analiza a peste 90 de familii de antibiotic, iar domnul Ivanov, project manager, așa cum am zis, va susține comunicarea cu titlul Microfluidele, Hrima Pro, analiza numărătorii celulelor somatice. Nu a fost niciodată atât de precisă, ușoară și ieftină. Domnilor, vă rog. Căști puteți lua din spate pentru traducere, avem asigurată traducerea la cască. Cine dorește, cine nu, în engleză, vă rog.
Like this.
Okay.
Yes, that's
Okay.
better. Okay. So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you said, my name is Jens Erik Ries from the Unisensor, and I'm pleased to be here for the first time in Romania. Nice place to be in. Thank you for inviting me and giving me the chance to present a new, innovative product that we have launched a couple of months ago, which is called Extenso. Before talking about Extenso, I suggest to make a short presentation about our company, so you can understand how we came to Extenso. So we are a Belgian company, 20 years old. We are in the biotech sector. We have specialized in developing innovative diagnostic tools, rapid diagnostic tools for several contaminants, for different matrices, in milk, in meat, in cereals, honey, and feed as well. But we have focused mainly our activities in developing rapid tests in antibiotics, for antibiotics in milk. And the first test we made was a lateral flow immunoassay capable of detecting tetracycline, which is an important family in the antibiotics. And then we were the first. You know, there are many families of antibiotics, and until 2006 there were only single tests, rapid single tests available. So we took up a challenge, and we wanted to be the first in the world to make a single test capable of detecting more than just one family of antibiotics, but detecting two families, and that's the twin sensor. The twin sensor, we were the first in the world to make a test capable of detecting beta-lactam and tetracycline in one test. This is the twin sensor. And we moved on, developing the first tri-sensor, 3 families, 4 sensor, 4 families. You can see the different dates here. And we extended the range. Then in 2014, we developed a BDplex system on a flow cytometer, which is capable of detecting 10 families of antibiotics in meat. This will not be the topic today, but the topic is Extenso, which came out last year, and which is also a multiple test platform capable of detecting more than 120 molecules, representing approximately 12 families of antibiotics, and aflatoxin and melamine. So I will explain that now. Oh, that's back. Let's move forward. So what is Extenso? Extenso is also a lateral flow assay, but we had to change some technologies because on the traditional dipsticks we had different lines, a control line and different lines for each of the families. And so we were limited. Nobody in the world can make more than 4 lines on a dipstick test. And so we had to go into another technology, enabling us to have other things than lines, to increase the number of families. And so it's dots, but you cannot see the dots on the dipstick. On the specific zone that you see here, you have dots where you have these 120 molecules. We also have a barcode now on our dipstick, which was not the case, so you can have identification of each test. So the test basically takes 13 minutes, and then the reader the smart reader is now obligatory, otherwise you cannot read by eyes the test. The reader is, it takes about 30 seconds. It is a flexible reader. And what does flexible mean? It means that every time you read the result, you will, it will test all the molecules, but the flexibility comes with the fact that you can select what you want to test and only pay for what you have selected. I will come into details in that area. It is also a connected device, so you can send the information to headquarters, for example. Actually, Extenso was developed for several international dairy groups that wanted a global solution around the world, but for specific demands. One method for specific demands in different countries. So let's go through the different claims. It's multiple. So you have a platform today that enables you to detect 12 families instead of 4. 12 families of antibiotics, AFLA, M1, as well as melamine. You don't need all these single tests or several 4 sensors or 3 sensors, all these combinations. You don't need it anymore. One test here, you cover everything. And it's almost all the antibiotics which are used in the milk field. Flexible, I said that before. So before making the test, you can select the different, what I had to explain, yes, 17 channels. Actually, we have put all these 12 families of antibiotics, the melamine and the AFLA sensor, into 17 channels. 1 channel per family of antibiotics, plus some specific ones, and the AFLA and the mela. And so you can select the channel you want to see, and you will only pay for that one. So it makes you cost saving. You don't need to pay for all parameters if you don't want to test them. Okay. All right. It is also a connected device, and that was also a demand of major international dairy groups. They wanted to have in their headquarters the possibility to have a look at each device around the world. So that is possible. You can control the devices, or you can enter the devices which can be located around the world. And from the headquarters, you can go into the devices and see what is happening. So you have the information right away. And this can be done either on a PC or on a smartphone. And as I mentioned before, it's quite a rapid test. 13 minutes is really nothing compared to what you can get out of this test. Today, a test of a twin sensor is two families. It's 6 minutes, for example. If you have to make 3 or 4 or 10 of them, it would take more than 13 minutes, of course. Yes, so I will not go into the details of how you do the test, but it's quite simple, and it's as the same as the ones we have for our dipsticks. I'm happy to explain more in details at the booth if you want to. So once again, the 4 claims, it's, as I mentioned, it's a universal solution to comply with regulations in several markets in only 13 minutes. You can choose what you want to see and pay for what you have selected. And it's rapid and it's connected. So there are major groups which are very happy with this system. And I also think it is interesting for laboratories, control laboratories, national reference laboratories to have such a device. Some have already purchased this device in several European countries because they can use this extensor device as a confirmation of a microbiologic test. So here we can tell you which families have contaminated the milk.
Mr. Rees, please resume.
Excuse me?
Please resume.
Yes. Okay. So the product has also been validated already by ILVO. ILVO is a European reference lab in the field of milk, very well known. So the method has been validated officially by European institutions, and we are working on getting other certificates, AFNOR and AOAC, which we should have by end of this year for the first, and the AOAC in 2019. So it will be a global certified system. Thank you for your attention, and I pass on to my colleague from Biotrend, and he will certainly invite you to come and get more information on our booth. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Încă o dată vă informez că vă puteți lua căști pentru traducere ca să înțelegeți mai bine. Dacă nu, bănuiesc că toți înțelegeți foarte bine limba engleză. Succes, domnule Ivanov. Good luck.
Thank you, dear ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ivan Ivanov. I am from Biotrend of Bulgaria. I am the project manager of the group of companies Biocom. Today, I would like to present to you the novel approach in qualification of the milk, the microfluidics, and a system which is using that microfluidics for rapid and accurate somatic cell count in milk. What is microfluidics? It comes from micro and fluid. So it is pretty self-explanatory, although it's not a, how shall I say it, fluids that are used by microscopes, because microscopes is microfluid. Okay, this combined with fluorescence gives us cell identification. What is the trouble with the somatic cell count in milk? Basically, this is not pointed out to the food safety, but to the dairy processes, yeah? To cheese manufacturers, yogurt manufacturers, whatever. And with the dairy farms, you can receive a reply, a answer for the health status of any cow in the herd. The solution is the new product called Hrima Pro, which consists of a test kit, this one here, and a reader. There it is in more good picture. What is the solution here? Every cell has a core and DNA. When mixed with specific dye which binds to the DNA, yeah, this fluid which remains can be detected with a specific device which detects the emitted light, makes an image, and then counts the cells. Compared with the golden standard, the microscopy, this device is making 16 analyses of one sample, which with the microscopy is tested only once. What is the design of this device? If you see a test kit, test device, or whatever, you always see this line. Additional materials required, but not provided in the kit. We don't have this event here. In Hrima Pro kit, everything is inside. All you need is electricity and sample. That's it. Then you plug the device, make the test, and read it. Okay? It is compact, needs half a desk, not half a laboratory. I have been in most of the laboratories here in the dairy factories, and I have seen huge machines over there which are making one somatic cell count, yeah, and they are turning this into some type of number which later you should recalculate. Okay? It can be moved from one place to another in order to identify the problem, and it is standalone. So it is operated by a module with Windows 10. So basically you can use this machine as a separate computer in the factory. About the samples, it can test cow, sheep, goat, and buffalo milk. And the difference here with all other systems is that it doesn't require a separate kit or different setting. The setting is just one click. You just select the milk. Accuracy. Most somatic cell analysis are looking either for enzymes or staining cells, and you count them, or the microscope method, which is the golden standard, yeah, is relying on human eye. The Hrima Pro here finds the cell DNA and binds to it, makes the light, thus is the most accurate, because one of the main reasons, there is no human factor in the testing, and you don't have to make any type of calculations. Here, there is a comparison between the golden standard, the microscopic method, and the Hrima Pro. Here, we have the standard deviation of the results. You can see here what is the standard deviation of the result of the golden standard and the Hrima Pro. We are receiving best results by counting with the Hrima Pro. Fast and precise. You can make more than 60 analyses per hour. You can store unlimited results in it. You can export the result. Because it's a Windows 10 computer, you can export the result in no format which you are using in the with ERP systems in your factory. There is also an integrated printer, so you can give imprints to whoever needs it. And the last but not least, the cost efficiency. Here I have compared, I don't have names on purpose. I have compared the cost per equipment. This is the Hrima Pro here. This is the most cheaper, let's say it this way, system available at the market at this very moment. The cost per test, this is the only test which costs less than 0.4 euros per test. So, as we like to say, seeing is believing. So with this system, you can see more than anyone else can see. If you have any additional questions, come join this and this guy at this booth right outside. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ivanov. Thank you, Mr. Rees. Întrebări pentru domnul Rees sau pentru domnul Ivanov din sală? Întrebări? Ei, atunci vă spun că de fiecare dată avem vreo întrebare. Bun, atunci vă spun că de fiecare dată, la fiecare ediție când Biotrend a participat, standul Biotrend a fost mereu agitat pentru că foarte multă lume a cerut informații. Vă recomand ca și de această dată să cereți informații despre toată gama de produse Biotrend, despre care vă pot da detalii